On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Saints nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Saints. Well, there you go. They gave up the score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
63. Hey, 73. Count up, ready.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Chase Young. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
First down. And he caught up. And this is picked up by the Saints. Down the right sideline. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 when they pick up a 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 5-yard line.
To throw now, Shuck. Touchdown, Saints! Juwan Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Inside the 10. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Kamara going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2. Brings up
To throw his shot.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara
From 4 yards out.
and the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
Eagles 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Brings up 2nd and
Hurts going to move him around.
From the 38, Hurts. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And he'll lose lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Go to Saquon Barkley. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Hurts.
The 41-yard line.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
A gain of 10 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
He's got Smith here. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
40-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun, Shuck. The pass caught by Olave. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
That's good for a Saints first down.
Here's Shuck.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, They do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Kamara up the middle. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing, Shuck.
He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown. Devon Vele, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Saints 28, Eagles 10.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st down, Eagles.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Open man Saints are able to widen their advantage. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 35-yard line.
Now back to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
The 2nd down pass.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now Shuck. Olave holds it in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Shuck now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 19.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Airing it out deep for Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The third down pass. Intercepted. The Saints take over.
So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill from 17 yards out.
And the Saints have opened the lead up to 30.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Now, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Good, set.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a give to Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jahan Dotson from 17 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
Will set up for the
180.
conversion.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw now, Shuck. Over the middle, he finds Velen. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw is Shuck. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devon Velen, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Eagles 16.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing is Hurts. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
3 yards. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Hurts sets up to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. He's got this into the hands of Barkley coming across the field. A very solid gain of 27.
This game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And my goodness, another interception. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted. The Saints take over.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. He's caught by Vele. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 29.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing, Shuck. The pass caught by Olave. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The 7-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and can be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone.
and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third and goal.
Chuck again. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 3rd and 14. They're going to look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know,
and now here's another interception. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Andrew McCabe. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
They go play action with Hurts. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards.
First and goal.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Good, set. I don't anyone up.
A handoff to Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Good, set. Delta.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
It's complete, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from the Superdome. And that one not returnable. Over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
2nd down.
Shuck now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here. In this first quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
60 Eagles, 60.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him. because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On third down, Barkley.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw here. Complete. Smith has it.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he rifles one incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On third down, they go with Shipley. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now Shuck. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Placed the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw is Shuck. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. And the Saints first down. First and 10 at the 40.
To throw now, Shuck. Looking deep downfield. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here in this first quarter.
And partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Eagles 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Gain of 12 yards. That's good for Eagles.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
Hurts pass.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Saquon Barkley.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Back to throw again. And this one complete to Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line.
And an Eagles first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Throwing, Shuck. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Shuck. This one taken in by Olave. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Saints first down.
Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Shuck again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Devon Vele, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints are able to add on to their first half lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
So gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Go Silver, ready?
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
73.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
It's 2nd down.
Out. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, the 22. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
And now an audible here into something else. Shipley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And a call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Take over 1st and 10. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Loose inside the 30. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points, while the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
No touch, sir. No touch.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And my goodness, another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shuck now to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 52 yards. And the Saints just continue to roll. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Eagles 9.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
3 yards. That's good. For Eagles, first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Eagles.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8. At the Saints, 40 yards.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. On the RPO hit. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Let's go. Drop 60, 60, 70.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 37.
From the shotgun, it's Shuck. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Shuck. He's going to go up top again. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 63 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from going up by 40. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
24 more yards. That's another Eagles first down.
Throwing is Hurts. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
That's another Eagles first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we've just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. He'll try to do it himself. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. To throw now, Shuck. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Shuck. The pass caught by Olave. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
17 yards. And the Saints, first down.
Throwing, Shuck. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 54 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Shuck again. He gets it left side to Johnson. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Complete to Juwan Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Okay, ready? Set, go.
Now Shuck. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Juwan Johnson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll set up a throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Olave holds it in. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defense.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devon Bailey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Saints 62, Eagles 9.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
12 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Second down.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Eagles on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 16. Again, it's Barkley. And some space here. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. It doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Jalen Phillips able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. That one looks like he'll throw here.
This one taken in by Olave.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck.
He's going to air one out.
Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, Sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
First down, Eagles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
He's going to let it fly. But it's caught at the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Trimmer.
They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started.
And we are underway from the Superdome.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the... ...35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 61 yards.
At the 2-yard line.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. To throw is Shuck. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Saints 7, Lions nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line.
180!
They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Goff. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
3 and out.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
From the gun, Shuck. Finding Taysom Hill complete.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Shuck now to throw. Open man is Tipton.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's another Saints 1st down.
From the gun, Shuck.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
It's 2nd and 21. At the
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
To throw now, Shuck. He completes it to Olave.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
And the Lions first down. A gain of 21 yards.
To throw is gone.
First down.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Another Detroit Lions first down.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he still is yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Down back at the 43-yard line.
Now Goff looking to change the play.
2nd and 13. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
That is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 69 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now it's gone. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Good footwork at the 30. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Shuck. That's Olave bringing in another one. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. They got 29 yards that time.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Lions first.
Goff now looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he's got room. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
Now Goff. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A loss of 11 yards. It's second down.
Goff now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the pressure gets to him again.
Jared Goff sacked.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
3rd and long.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
4th down.
On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt.
Bates' kick is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Over the middle, he finds Vele. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
It's now 3rd down.
Throwing, Shuck. The pass caught by Olave. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Kai Kroger on to punt for New Orleans. Taken at about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions will take over.
7-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now gone. Now he's going to step up and run. That is caught. It's Williams. And all the way down to the 29. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
A gain of 45 yards. 1st down, Lions.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Gone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
2 for 66.
Here's Goff. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
The score, Saints 14, Lions 10.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags. And it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third.
It's caught at the 10. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Detroit. And even 60 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown. But he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for two.
The Lions will set up for the two.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan...
There he goes, right side. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Off to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams, 50 yards. And the Lions have got it back to within a score.
Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 103 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
That's taken in left side by Vele.
And he's got this down to the 35.
15 more yards. That's another Saints first down.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Shuck now to throw.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Brings up third down.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And that will keep this a 2-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long. long, but here finally stalling out. And now comes the field goal unit on. And, boy, this is asking an awful lot here. Maybe that's an understatement. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the shotgun, it's Shock. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Saints, first down.
To throw now, Shock. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To the air again, here's Shock. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's Shock.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Back to throw, Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun, here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And certainly not the greatest of punts there. This will get out of bounds right at their own 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the jump. Viking 18. Take.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He's got room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's another Saints 1st down.
To throw is Shuck. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Kamara. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara taking it in. And the Saints are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Extra point forthcoming. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Saints 35, Lions 26.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
He's got it at the 15. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So now here come the Lions up to go for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Saints are right back in this football game.
32.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
19 tight.
Operating from the gun, here's Shuck.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Devon Bailey,
43 yards.
And the Saints are able to extend their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
42. Lions 32.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now it's gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Goff.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Jared Goff on the scramble. Chase Young on the tackle.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good. We're on Lions.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Now
2nd
Goff.
and 9.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9.
Goff now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Lions will set up for the two-point conversion.
Trying to run it in with Montgomery.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Lions 40.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
Here we go, set.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck. And it is caught.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Shuck out of the shotgun.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
That'll be caught by Hill.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2.
It's a gain of 7.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Throwing again here, Shuck.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.